Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And today is February 25th. All of these items go on sale at 10 a.m. Wednesday, February 26th. We're going to start this week with a little bit of the Chotsky just because it's so beautiful. New, as you know, we carry all the comic boxes that are imprinted. This week, Wolverine's Land, and they are just gorgeous. It's got two graphics, one on either side, to give you an idea of how fantabulous those are laid out. And that's what the top looks like, Wolverine. And it's a great place to put your Wolverine comics if you wanted to. Then up next, we have Banks. The new Sonic the Hedgehog Banks arrived. And then the Baby Groot. And as you can see, there's the little slide. But they are fantastic. They're whimsical. If you have any youngsters, they'll love them. Adults do as well. They're great figures to have on your desk. Then next up from DC Cover Girls is Frank Cho's Batgirl statue. There's only 5,000 of these puppies made. We have several here at Fox's. We hope you'll come down and enjoy them like we do. They're fantastic. It's a great sculpt. It's part of the Cover Girls collection, which DC does such a great job with. First up, comic-wise, will be from Marvel, issue 1 of 2020 Force Works. Then from DC, we're hustling along because it's a big week this week. DC is bringing us Action Comics issue 1020. Just fantabulous variant cover. The cardstock variant cover for Action Comics. Top 5 cover of the week. Enjoy it. Up next from Marvel, issue 40 of The Amazing Spider-Man. Fantastic. We were going to put that, such an iconic image, in the top 5 covers of the week, but we decided instead to give it to the Gwen Stacy variant for Amazing Spider-Man issue 40. Speaking of DC, next up we have from Wonder Comics, Amethyst, number 1. And cardstock variant for the Amethyst number 1. Then Marvel is up next with issue 2 of Ant-Man. Also from Marvel this week, we have issue 31 of Avengers. And again, the fantastic Gwen Stacy variant for Avengers 31. And the other variant this week for Avengers 31. Just gorgeous. Nice work, Marvel. DC Black Label up next with Joe Hill's Basket Full of Heads, issue 5. And there's the variant cover for Basket Full of Heads, issue 5. Also from DC, we have Batgirl, issue 44. And the wonderful Batgirl 44 cardstock variant there. DC's up again with Batman Beyond, issue 41. And looks like Batwoman is again coming to the rescue in Batman Beyond. And the beautiful top 5 cover of the week winner for Batman Beyond variant cover. Just gorgeous. Next up, we have book 7 of DC's Black Label Batman Curse of the White Knight. Fantastic read. Any of you that are reading it are surely enjoying it. And runner-up for cover of the week was the Batman Curse of the White Knight book 7 Harley Quinn variant. Just gorgeous piece of work there. Also from DC, Batman Superman issue 7. And another one of the top 5 covers of the week is the Batman Superman issue 7 variant. Just gorgeous. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 21 of Black Panther. And then we have from Nightfall Vault, I believe it's issue 4 of Black Stars Above. Gorgeous cover, nice book, very sassy. Next up from Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 5 of Chastity. And then we have, I think, from Zenoscope, Conspiracy. And it is Conspiracy issue 50, or Area 51, sorry. Issue 51. And then another one of our in the running for cover of the week. Didn't quite get there. The variant cover for Area 51 Conspiracy. Just a gorgeous cover. DC's up next with Crisis on Infinite Earths, issue 2. And it's one of their giants. Aftershock Comics is up next with Dark Arc After the Flood, issue 3. Mr. Fox will be very, very happy for the next one from Image Publishing. It is issue 9 of Rick Remender's Death or Glory. And again, one that could have been cover of the week, just made the top 5, was the Death or Glory issue 9 variant. Batman Detective from DC is up next, and that is issue 1020. Our cover of the week is Detective Comics 1020 cardstock variant of Detective 1020. Just gorgeous Batman image. Fantastic, great job, DC. Speaking of DC, we have issue 12 of Dial H for Hero. And then from Dark Horse Comics, issue 3 of The Little Mermaid. Disney's The Little Mermaid. IDW is up next with issue 3 of Dying is Easy. And the cool variant cover for Dying is Easy, issue 3. Really cool. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 1, and this is kind of highly anticipated here in our store. Quite a few people have this on their pull list. Falcon and Winter Soldier, issue 1. And then the variant edition for Falcon and Winter Soldier, issue 1. DC's Young Animals is up next with issue 4 of Far Sector. Then from Vault Comics, we have a new number 1 from Vault. It is Finger Guns, issue 1. And then there's the variant cover for Finger Guns, and we all know that finger guns make a finger bang. Next up from DC is the Flash Facsimile edition of issue 123. Let me see. Boom Studios is up next with issue 4 of Folklords. Then Marvel, we have issue 5 of Ghost Rider. Again from Marvel, we have giant-sized X-Men, Jean Grey and Emma Frost, issue 1. And it looks like that's a Jonathan Hickman book there. And then, as we frequently do with number 1s, we have the blank cover variant for those of you that are going to a Comic-Con in the area, like, say, Metropolis or Benton or SIU Comic-Con. Any of the Comic-Cons in the area that I just enumerated would be fine to go to. Next up from Image would be issue 4 of Heart Attack. Dark Horse is up next with Hidden Society, issue 1. Kind of an intriguing looking book. And then from Image Publishing, issue 18 of what has turned out to be a fantastic run of Ice Cream Man. Just really, really well done, well handled. Everything about it has been top notch. And then next up from Archaea Publishing, we have issue 6 of Jim Henson's Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. And then from DC Black Labels, we have John Constantine Hellblazer, issue 4. Also from DC, Justice League Dark, issue 20. And as always, the variant cover for Justice League Dark, issue 20. Next up from IDW, one that's going over rather well in our store, The Kill Lock, issue 3. Quite a few people seem to be enjoying Kill Lock, as they are with Images, is up next with Philadelphia. And that's issue 4 of that. Then from DC Black Label, we have The Last God, issue 5. Also from DC, we have issue 1 of Brian Michael Bendis' Leviathan Dawn. Looks very, very intriguing. Chuck and mate. Boom Studios comes in next with issue 48 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, part of their Necessary Evil arc that has been so good. As always, we have the foil variants for that issue as well. Then from Source Point Press, we have issue 4 of a nice little title that has found a home here at Fox's, The Misplaced. We thought we couldn't find it for a while, but turned out it was just misplaced. Oh, that's still funny. Next up from Image, we have issue 26 of Monstrous, a fantastic tale. You need to be reading Monstrous. If you're not, do yourself a favor and get caught up. IDW is up next with issue 87 of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Was going to be in the running for our cover of the week, but no. Then Marvel comes in with issue 8 of New Mutants. Then Image is up next with issue 4 of Olympia. And speaking of Image, after that would be issue 2 of Protector. Then from Marvel, issue 4 of Punisher Soviet arrives tomorrow. And then we have from Valiant, which if you're not reading Valiant, you need to. Issue 2 of Quantum and Woody. And obviously if you have Quantum and Woody on your pull list, you're going to get the pre-order bundle version, and that is this. Different cover, more pages of content at the same price. Marvel is up next with issue 2 of Ravencroft, Institute for the Criminally Insane. It's nothing like Arkham, honestly. DC then comes in next with Red Hood Outlaw, issue 43. And the fantastic variant for Red Hood Outlaw, issue 43, made our top 5 covers of the week. Another one of our top 5 covers of the week is from Dynamite Publishing, issue 9 of Red Sonja and Vampirilla meet Betty and Veronica. Yes. Image Publishing is up next with issue 26 of Redneck. Then Oni Press comes in with issue 59 of Rick and Morty. Then from Marvel, we have issue 4 of Scream, Curse of Carnage. DC comes in next with issue 11 of Shazam. And the Shazam variant cover for issue 11 was runner-up for cover of the week, did make the top 5 covers of the week. Then from Marvel, we have issue 3 of Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham. Did not make the top 5 covers of the week. But a Marvel title that did is issue 2 of Star, a gorgeous cover from Marvel. Great job. Next up from Marvel, issue 3 of Star Wars. And then we have the movie variant for issue 3 of Star Wars. It's fantastic. I think that's Spock, and he's got his sword and he's ready to start hitting snowflakes, but that's just me. Next up from DC, we have issue 3 of Suicide Squad. Excuse me. Then next up from DC, we have issue 3. It's amazing I can cough while I'm talking. We have the variant for Suicide Squad, issue 3. Always at Fox's. It's always at Fox's. Next up is Swamp Thing, 100-page giant, issue 3. People have really been enjoying these. Next up is one that is highly anticipated here at Fox's. I think a lot of people are going to be excited to get this one. It is from IDW. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Janika, issue 1. And then we obviously have to have the variant covers for Janika, issue 1. Burger Books brings us Tomorrow, issue 1. Scout Comics brings us issue 2 of White Ash. Somebody asked us earlier today if we were getting that comic, and you said you can bet your White Ash we're getting it. Next up, also from Marvel, we have Wolverine, #1 facsimile. Then from DC, we have issue 752 of Wonder Woman. And then another one that was in the running for cover of the week, should have got it, but Mr. Fox was outvoted, is Wonder Woman 752 Jenny Frisson's variant. Just absolutely gorgeous. Should have been cover of the week, but there was some voter rigging and some Russia collusion, so I'm going to just say foul. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 8 of X-Force. And then from Marvel, we also have issue 7 of X-Men, Jonathan Hickman's X-Men, and the fantastic Gwen Stacy variant for X-Men issue 7. Also from Marvel, we have X-Men plus Fantastic Four issue 2. Great cover. And then another great cover, made our top 5 actually right there. Another variant for that also made our top 5 covers of the week, because Mr. Fox felt as if he could draw that. And then last up this week, we have from DC, Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue 3. And of course, as we always do, we have the variants for that. Please, if you have any interest in any of these comics, do not call us and ask us to hold anything. We don't do that because we're mean-spirited and awful people. We like you to come into our store and see our beautiful smiling faces. So we don't hold, but we will hold for you if you have a pull list. So if you want it held, start a pull. But other than that, we'd like to take a moment and thank you all for finding us in the alley now that we've moved the store down to the basement again. And we want to echo our thanks from last week, and thank you again for the great support you guys have given the store's move. Thanks so much, and we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, February 26th.